Okay, today we're going to have a look at reducing balance loans and credit cards. The online calculators that are available. This is from New Century Maths. So here we have a look at example 7. It's asking us to go to an online mortgage calculator on the Money Start website. So what we want to do is we want to go to the internet, obviously, get yourself into your Google and just type in Money Smart. And it comes in there, we've got a heap of Money Smart calculator, Money Smart budget. In there, it's got a, I might go mortgage, Money Smart mortgage.
So are we on lesson 8?
Yes, on lesson 8. So there it is, more Money Smart mortgage calculator. So if I get it up there, the advantage is that I click on it, I won't have to look for it when I get to the site. Click on it, well there we go, mortgage calculator, Money Smart. So the Money Smart website is a government website. So you can pretty much trust that it will work, and it's not going to go to any particular bank or anything else. This is just a tool that the government has given us. So mortgage calculator. I'll just come down here, it says, how much will my mortgage repayments be? So I just have to enter in. So Tom borrows $350,000. So let's come down here and go to amount borrowed and type in 350. 1, 2, 3, 350,000. Interest rate tells me it's 7.5%. Monthly repayments, reducible interest. Repeat the loan every 25 years. So length of loan 25, it already says 25, I haven't got to change it. And in there under fees, it's already got $10 in there as a fee. And it's telling me that I've got a $10 monthly account keeping fee, so I can leave that. If I had no fees and I went to this calculator, I would need to change that to 0. All right, so that is what we've got. What is it asking me? How much are Tom's monthly repayments? So, let me do this before. Where does it say? Must say calculate or something, does it? Here it is. Okay, so it has got a graph there. So just underneath where I put that in has appeared a column graph. And it tells me, underneath it says, this is my total, $778,941. It tells me how much I'm going to repay per month. So my first question, A, what are Tom's monthly repayments? You can just write in there, $2,596 per month. So you can write that in under A. That's what this website has just told us. And then it's asked, well, how much will Tom pay in interest and fees? So we're going to have to do a bit more work on that one. And unfortunately, I've already done it in my OneNote, but that's okay. So if you look, if I typed it in, it tells me the total repayment is $778,941. I got that from this website. $778,941 on the top of that column. So when I get back to my booklet, I can write that in as being the total repayments equals $778,941. Now my interest and all my fees are going to be equal to my total I repaid minus whatever my principal was in the first place. So I've got 778,941 minus that 350,000. My answer is 428,941. Okay, that's giving that to me using my government calculator. We all good with that? I'll leave it up for a moment. Okay, so we will get it. Okay, we all good? All right. So let's have a look at our next example. So that's all of the, we're going to work anything out for a mortgage payment. That's where we go. Next thing says, Robbie overspent on his credit card. You guys will all have credit cards probably in the next couple of years if you haven't already got one. You're going to have to make decisions, or maybe do what I do, which is have them so that they repay themselves completely every month, which means I never pay any interest, or You might decide you're going to buy something you need now and you're going to pay it back later. And you're going to pay interest. But anyway, he's overspent on his credit card and bought $5,000 worth of items with it. His credit card charges him 21% per annum monthly. That means in 5 months he's going to pay the whole thing. He's going to pay double, right? 21% monthly reducible interest. Sorry, 21% per annum. Let me take that back. 25% per annum monthly reducible interest. But he can afford to repay only $120 a month. So what we're going to do is we need to find a calculator to do this. So again, let's go back to Google. So we could muck around on this one and try and find it. Or we could go back to Google, I'm thinking, and we might just go from there even, although last time I think I had to find it from here. So let's go back to Google. Let's type in Money Smart and then put in their credit card calculator and see if it will take us directly to one. Credit card calculator. So I'm going to click on that as a choice. Credit card calculator, Money Smart. All right, so now it's taken me into a credit card one. So rather than muck around on the side, I did find it before, but it took me a while to find it. If you use Google and type exactly what you want, it'll bring us there. Now let's have a look. Now this one's a bit trickier, but we'll see. So the amount owing, $5,000 it's told me. 5,000, 1, 2, 3. Now the interest percent is 21% per annum. So I'm going to change this to 21%. Enter. Now, what we'll see here, it's saying minimum repayments. So now I've got this up again. If I look at that, could we just up last, please, Harrison and Matt? If we look at that first bar, it says minimum repayments. Now it's saying $128, and we're saying we're only going to pay back $120. So something's going wrong at this stage. I need to come down and have a look underneath and see what it says. So, where are we? Interest card. All right, let's have a look at advanced settings first. So I'm clicking on the advanced settings. I've opened it up. Yeah, has everybody done that? Advanced settings. Down here I'm finding a minimum repayment. There's a percentage in there. So what that's doing is restricting it to $128. So I'm going to click on the drop down for there, and I'm going to put the minimum I can, which is 2%. Okay? So I'm going to put 2% in there for the first place. Now the repayment which I may, all right, so I'll do. So I'm going to put my 2% in there. If I come back up there now, I can see where it says $102 a month is my minimum. Yeah. So now I'm able to reduce above that. So I'm going to come down here again and go higher repayments. Click on the higher repayments. And I'm going to put in there 120 because that's what it's told me in the question. Enter. Now I've got my graph. So I'm doing the higher repayment of $120 a month. I've set up my calculator. Now I can answer the question. It says, how long would it take Robbie to repay the $5,000 credit card bill if he makes 120 repayments each month? It tells me here, 6 years and 1 month. Higher repayments, 6 years and 1 month at $120 each month. That calculator is doing it for me. 6 years, 1 month. Now the next question it's asking me is, how much will it cost Robbie to pay off his $5,000 credit card bill? So what I do is I just look at this one, this high repayments, $8,722. Okay, 8,722. So what I want you to do now is you will be doing those questions in our OneNote related to this week. If you, perchance, will I record it? There we go.